I think a typical Series A used to be 12 to 18 months. These days you might want to be more conservative and go with 18 to 24 months. It's not here to eternity. The typical reality of the kind of high growth businesses that venture is going to fund are such that they are spending that money to invest ahead, and therefore, they're growing their sales team. The sales team is grown before the revenue from the sales team kicks in, right? So as long as that is a long-term profitable thing to do, there's not a problem at all with investing ahead. When you do that, you tend to be negative cash flow. You can grow like this. Growing like this is very expensive. And unless you're just operating on sickening margins at a ridiculously low cost base, it's highly likely you are burning cash while you're doing it. So if you raise for too long, let's say you went out and tried to raise money to last you 4 years, there's a couple of issues with that. One, you're giving up a lot of the company for that. That's pretty meaningful dilution. The more you raise, the more of the company you give up, in theory. And the other is that's really not how venture is optimized, right? You need to get from home plate to base one, from base one to base two. Each of those is a relevant funding round. I'll comment that every round is about the next round. So when you raise a Series A round, part of that is about figuring out things you have to achieve with that capital, which will then trigger the next round. It's not that you're only thinking about fundraising, but unless you have a business that truly goes wham and it's profitable and it doesn't have any limits in growth at all, which I'm not sure I've ever met, then you're going to assume raise money and raise money again and raise money again on a journey to a public company, a freestanding company, or some really meaningful acquisition if that is the option that comes about. I think most entrepreneurs that I find the most compelling want to have freestanding, world-changing businesses they can run for decades into the future.